Hi guys, this is Hamza from ImagineArt and I'm recording this tutorial today to share with you guys how you can use ImagineArt to create animated logos and animated mascots for your brand. We'll be speaking about this particular workflow and how you can then use your animated mascots to create compelling video clips and engaging uh, animated sequences using your logo and your mascot. So first things first, I'm going to open up the image generation flow on ImagineArt, and with the Imagine Art 1.0 Pro model selected, I'm just going to prompt it to give me an animated logo for the local Boy Scouts 5th Division, California, and click on create. Right, so I have all of the generations done already. So while these, I will show you what I prompted and how I did get those generations. I have the generations ready already, so I'll be showing these to you, right? So you can see how I've generated these. So for example, with that exact prompt that I shared with you guys, I like this particular logo. I wanted a circular logo, so this is the one that I'm going to select. Then what I did was, once again, I selected the same model, which would be ImagineArt 1.0. Click on the prompt box and write a Disney style full body shot of a Boy Scout. At this point, you see I'm going to keep the aspect ratio the same as my logo and make sure the prompt enhancers off, since my prompt is not very detailed, right? And click on create. And these were some of the results that I got, right? So in this manner, now I have my own logo as well as my mascot, right? I understand that a lot of you would already have logos for your existing brand, so you can simply click on the plus button right here, click on this, and upload any image of your logo to use for your mascot. Right. Uh, Once that is done, I'm simply going to hover over my logo and you see this edit button. I'm just going to click on that and click on the generation of my mascot that I like, right? So for example, I'll select this one. You can see how once I click on edit, these images get added over here in right next to the prompt box. The functionality that gets automatically selected is edit, and the model that gets selected is Nano Banana. So that's all set up for you, right? Then simply I'm trying to get these generations, and what I did was I wrote make the boy climb the Boy Scouts logo. Pretty simple, straightforward prompt using action words, doesn't have to be very descriptive. The models are quite effective, so and quite smart, so they set up the scene based on your reference images, right? Make the boy climb the Boy Scouts logo. And a thing to remember when using Nano Banana or Seedream edit modes is that it uses action words, right? So while the rest of your generations, they have to be descriptive in nature, where you're describing the sort of generation that you want, in this particular functionality, you have to simply refer to your reference images. Try describing the elements in your reference image rather than just addressing the chronology, like saying pick the boy from the first image and add it to the second image. That usually does not give very impressive results, right? And in this manner, you can see how I've gotten these uh, results. You can see how the boy is interacting. I particularly like this generation quite a lot. Then it's the same over here. I did some edits where I asked it, used this particular image with a white background, and asked it to change the background to an animated forest under the bright summer sun. These were the results that I got. Now, one more cool thing at this point to do is, as you can see, once you hover over your generations, you can see this animate button, right? If I click on this, the picture gets added to over here in my reference image panel, and I get automatically moved over to the video generation section, right? I'm simply going to click on 2.5, no prompt at this point, and I'm just going to click on create, right? Once that happens, uh, this is something that's really impressive, and I'm going to show you the result that I got.
I'm doing this for my troop.
And you can see how with no prompt whatsoever, and just a reference image. The model, which is 2.5 in this case, has added in perfect dialogues, background music, and a very dynamic sort of a video movement, right? By understanding the context that was provided in my reference image. So that's something very cool if you don't have a specific creative vision in mind and you're just seeing what kind of concepts you can generate. If you have a very vague idea, this is a very cool workflow that you can utilize, right? And get these really engaging, cool videos for your social media or your marketing endeavors. In the same way, I've done this for an amateur ice hockey team. I have a prompt already um, called for the logo of a team of an ice hockey team called Quantum Pucks. Right, I have the logo with me. With that, I also generated an animated polar bear. Both of these came from ImagineArt 1.0 Pro, which is our in-house model. Again, in the same manner, you simply click on Edit, and again with your logo and your animated mascot, and with similar prompts you can see what kind of results I've gotten, right? I particularly like this one because over here I can my logo is not entirely covered like it is in the rest of the generations. And then again I simply clicked on animate without any prompt. So you can see how it's added the polar bear sort of does a very cheeky wink. There's a cool animation with the logo in the back. There's a dynamic band, right? So this is all achieved without any prompt. If you have a particular vision in your mind, you can always add that to your prompts as well to get that specific result, right? Uh, I hope this tutorial has been helpful. I'm excited to see all the cool things that you do for your brands using this particular workflow. Thank you for watching.